East area. We've been doing that for 22 years, and we've worked with Peter Brown for the last 20 years. So good morning. So I wanted to introduce Peter Brown to you today. He's going to be your trainer. So if you want to tell some people about yourself, Peter, please. Everyone ready? Hello. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all well. My name is Peter Brown. Peter Brown. Sign name Peter Brown means James Bond 007. He really loves him. So I hope you can see me well. Can you all see me? Give me a wave. I'm 68. I'm an old man. I'm fully deaf and profoundly deaf from birth. So grown up deaf. I went to boarding school from the age of 2 to 17 and a half. I went to 3 boarding schools all my life. I have a wife. I've been married only 10 years. I've got 5 children, 13 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandson. He's 7. So my great-grandson, who's 7, and the other grandson, who's 21. I've been to various different jobs, teaching, BSL, all levels, 1 to 6. I'm an assessor as well, and deaf awareness trainer. So I started with Deaf Umbrella in 2000, the millennium. I joined teaching, so I'm happy with my job. And recently, well, before I've been a lorry driver, and I have very, very many different hats. I can do plumbing, mechanic, painting and decorating, lots of different things. I really enjoy my job. I'm semi-retired, but I can work. Peter, can I ask you just to slow down a little bit? Your video is having a problem catching up. It will freeze. So if you just slow down, that would be great. Thank you. No problem. Deaf culture is a fast sign-in. That's why. That's why. Okay. So my hobbies, what do I like? Lots of different things. I like sport. I like fly fishing. I like sea fishing, coarse fishing, but I'm more of a fly fisher. That's my passion. So I won some awards for sea fishing, for the biggest, heaviest fish. I did a record. So I'm really finally looking forward to meeting you all today. Hello, nice to meet you all. There's lots of people, lots of faces. So one man's just, yes, saluted. I like that. Are you ready? Okay, today is what? So you're looking at deaf awareness today. So welcome to you all. Your job roles. Can you let me know what your name is or something? Maybe if anyone wants to, tell me their name. They want to unmute or tell me a bit about themselves. No? Shy.
I'm Mr. Kinsman and I work in data protection.
So the man is thank you. Data protection, yeah, I get that. So there's lots of different things about deaf people with a problem. For example, for me, I'm profoundly deaf since birth. There's hard of hearing, problem with their hearing. They have hearing, but they have a problem with their hearing. So it's only partly deaf. Perhaps there's been a war and someone's lost their hearing in that, maybe loud noises, and they've become deaf. Deaf blind means born deaf and blind. So a cognitive problem, like glue ear, or just a hearing loss. Maybe tinnitus, that ringing in your ears. People have before it can be genetics as well. So genetically you can be deaf from your family. So it's come along down in history. That can be rare now. So deaf before speech, that means maybe there's a communication problem or the cognitive problem because they've not heard speech before they've been able to use it. There's lots of different things. And deaf, like with speech, with voice, and some deaf people don't have any voice at all. They only use sign language, and some have very few facial expression or voice or lip patterns. So there's lots of different types of deafness. Old age as well, like your mother or father, or if they're growing up and becoming older, then their hearing is getting less and less, and they'll need a hearing aid. Some people have a cochlear implant. When I was at school, I had a hearing aid, but I couldn't hear. So why I had them, I don't know. That's what deafness is about. So communication methods, there's lots of different ways of communicating for deaf people. BSL, so sign language, British Sign Language. SSE, which means sign supported English. Or SEE means signed actual English. You will find that what it's like for BSL and SSE, it is different. There's a different grammatical structure. So you have an implant, like a cochlear implant, hearing aids to support. Old people use hearing aids. So some people go to boarding schools and learn how to sign there, and there are different levels of deafness. Partially deaf, hard of hearing, profoundly deaf, and hearing impaired. Hard of hearing, so there's lots of different ways. Some hearing people lost their hearing through an accident, meningitis, various different things. You know what deaf is like. It's not all the same. Very varied. If people have a choice to have a hearing aid or a cochlear implant, I never, because I can't hear anything. So how do I communicate? So lip reading, it means I rely on the lip patterns, just trying to, because I can't hear, I just try and rely on what I can capture from your lips, on your movement, different things, where your tongue is positioned in your mouth, your facial expressions, whether you've got a closed facial expression or an open facial expression. Hearing people don't have that many facial expressions, so it can be really a difficult way to find out information. But some people use lots of facial expression, you know, like things like if you're angry, how you would use your facial expression. Your body language is the key to look at something, to recognize your body language. And I can tell how you're feeling on what your problem is. So I can tell if you're not happy. I can recognize if perhaps with your body language, whereas hearing people very rarely will capture most of the body language. Deaf people have a real ability to pick up on body language. So a fluid, natural conversation is ideal. hearing people have a spoken tone and a flow. Don't stop when you're talking to a deaf person, but do think. Don't change that flow. Keep it nice and smooth. That's why deaf people have different from hearing people. So there are different ways. Maybe speech. Some people have speech, or they become stressed and their speech is different. So think about your pronouns or putting information first. Something like, so like a photograph. You've got the word. Hearing people think PH, but you don't say that. That's confusing. You don't say the PH, so you follow the word. So what you're saying, sometimes it doesn't match with what I can see, so it will seem a little different. So lip reading is difficult. Is a fact. British Sign Language as a fact. There's different regional signs for British Sign Language. You're talking about hand shapes. You use your hand shapes all the time. So like a plane, a book, there's different things. That's all about your hand shapes. Your facial expressions, whether you're closed or open, nodding, smiling, shock, all these things you need to use. A lot of hearing people don't use them as much, but deaf people will. I use facial expressions an awful lot. That's how I explain different things. So I'm questioning there, and that's my way to use my hand shapes and my facial expression to explain how and what is happening, and my body language. So that's part of our sign language. So sign language started a long time ago. That was in the 16th century. So people couldn't hear, and they'd be pointing, and that became a useful to start signs, start learning. So it was very visual. Sign language is so visual. And then it became sign language from that visual gesture. So some people have family sign. There's a lot less words in sign language. There's more expression. So hearing people have more words and less sign or gesture. But now we've got lots of interpreters, and they're all qualified interpreters. Some are part of my sign language, an interpreter group. They would voice over for me, and hearing people could then catch what I'm saying. The interpreter will translate to the deaf person using sign, but capture the words and translate it into gesture. So there's different ways. Because deaf people can't understand hearing people because they speak so much and very, very fast. That's why the interpreter will translate. So the grammatical order of sign language is different. Hearing people have grammatical structure in English. Deaf, no. They don't have that grammatical structure. For example, deaf people, being visual, will say what's happening first and then the objects. So, and then the words last. So you would say, what is your name? I wouldn't say that. I would say, name what? So that makes it nice and easy. So it's common sense for me for those words to be changed. They're almost backwards, not forwards, backwards. So you talk forwards, I talk backwards. That's because I'm talking about the object first and then the words or the question. You will see why. We're going to go through it. So really what's really interesting is you might understand why deaf people use grammatical structure differently from hearing people. So deaf people are lazy and they can't be bothered with the English language, but no. Why are they lazy? Because the words hearing people, there's so many. Yep. And deaf people, boom, finished, end of. And that means hearing people have not finished, deaf people have finished their conversation. I'm first, I'm always there, done, finished. And hearing people are still busy talking. That's the way how interpreters work. It's the professional way. If everything's there, right? For example, when deaf people say something brief, the interpreter becomes, they expand the information, they expand the English words so that a hearing person can understand what's been said. The hearing people, the words are important and they're very long, and the signing is very short. So that it can seem strange for the hearing person. Wanted to explain that sometimes one sign can mean a whole sentence, and then a long sentence can mean one sign. It's a strange sort of setup. Yeah, you can cover one long sentence in one sign sometimes. I wanted to ask you, any hearing people, do they have any hand gesture? Do you have any signs that you can give me? Any signs that you use? For example, is there anything that you use about drink? Yeah, have a drink. Anyone think of anything that they use? Oh, anyone waving, perhaps? To get a drink. Smoking, would you use that for smoking? Okay, you likes that. Any more?
Oh, I've thought of one, Rachel.
It's about brushing your teeth.
In scuba diving.
Right, baby. So one lady, scuba dive. Hang on. Yeah, scuba diving. Yeah, so you would explain and mime what that is. Anyone else? For example, putting on your mask, having your breathing apparatus. Anyone else? Think of anything? No? Well, you must be able to. Come on. There's a good one. Yeah, thumbs down. Brilliant. It's funny. Someone's doing yes. Well done. Only one-handed. Yeah, good thumbs up. Maybe. Well done. Good facial expressions. Any more? Any more? Eating, maybe?
Yeah,
Could use that,
Rebecca just put in the chat about writing for the bill when you're in a restaurant. You know, when you're asking the waiter.
For restaurant, for the waiter, for the bill. Yeah. Perfect.
And also maybe when you feel like you've done something stupid. Like I do this quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, loser. That's what Peter's signing there. Yeah, so a lot of the kids do that, don't they? So I've noticed all of you have got headphones on with your voice piece. So that would be the sign, headphones, and then the voice piece there. So that's an example of your signing. You will see things like a baby with a pram. So you would just use pram, baby, baby. Yeah, baby, how you would hold them. Just thinking about anything signs that you would know. What about this? What's this? Mobile phone, telephone, or telephone like this in your hand, texting. They have to just use one hand and they would just move their thumb for text. Phones, iPods, yeah. Listening to music. Me, no. Keyboard, yeah, or piano. Piano? Yes, well done. Okay, keyboard, yeah. A mouse. So there you've got your mouse. So think about when you're, and I can see you signing, yeah, I can just see small squares. What about driving in your car? So I'm going to explain an example. You know, a car. Okay, get your key. There's different meanings of context. Be careful with deaf people say, I have a car. And I drive, so I've moved it. So I'm moving my fist from the steering wheel forward to show that I'm moving. There's lots of different ways of sign. So for example, yeah, we're gonna example car or lorry or car. You know, someone that's lazy, but they could drive like this, one-handed. So a train. This is a train, just moving forward. A long time ago, it wasn't that. It was train, moving like this. And now, no, it's high speed. So it just punches through. It's different. So signs have changed in history. So when we think about ages ago, what's happened? So the signs change as we develop. Yeah. So things have to change. So we still talk about it the same, and you do chat to different generations in different ways because of the change in signs. So what's this? Anyone know what this is?
A whistle?
Who is that? Yes, yeah, so who would it be? Referee. Yeah, referee. Well done, well done. So this is clapping in sign. This is clapping. So referee, well done. Football. Yep, football. So that's called a classifier. So it's a handshake classifier. We use it, so your finger is walking. You would be walking somewhere. That's a classifier. I see. I see. You see two hands using that to see someone. I see. So pointing is good. You see why there's different signs or different things for objects. You can explain objects, and that's how you catch sign language. Okay, we're going to do some finger spelling. We'll try and do some finger spelling. Does anyone know any?
I know how to say
Yeah.
my name.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, come on then. Great.
Is it name me Danny? Did I do that right?
Diane?
Danny, Danielle. So
Danny.
D-A-N-I.
Oh, I. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well done, Danny.
Is that all right?
Yeah, well done. Well done. Anyone else?
I can spell my name as well.
Yeah, if you can just show us, that would be great. Anyone met a deaf person before?
My sister's partially deaf as well.
Partially deaf. Okay. I want you to practice signing, okay? Yeah? All right. So when you finger spell, think of a book. Use your hands as a book, okay? So think about that book. So open your hands, open your fingers. Your left hand, don't really move, okay? You stay fixed. Your right hand adds and produces onto your left hand, okay? So your left hand, your paper, your right hand, your pen. Yep. So your left hand, you would move your fingers forwards when you're using finger spelling for your letters. So A is your thumb. B, D, B, onto that left hand. E, second finger. Two fingers on top of each other. G, your right hand is moving along to the end of your fingers. And you're pointing at the I, which is your third finger. Third one.
You look at me.
No, no, third one. That's it. Well done. Well done. And then you wipe down your hand, your left hand. Well done. And you draw a J on your palm and up to your thumb. So from that third finger down and up to your thumb. You then bend that finger, put it against your first finger. To you, you can see the K. Okay, well done. L on your palm. And 3 fingers for M on your palm. Doesn't matter. Then 2 fingers on your palm. O, you point to your 4th finger. P to your first finger, that's it. Q, so you're going to make a circle and then put a line through it, as if you was drawing a Q. R. That's it. S, 2 little fingers join in. Perfect, well done. T, pointing at the base of the palm of your hand. U, at your little finger. V. W, so connecting those fingers. X. Well done, yeah, that's fine. Y, so drawing down the back of your hand. Y and Z. Other way round. That's it. Well done. Well done. Okay. Right. Well done. If you watch how I finger spell. No, so you don't need to do it. I'll do it. Just watch how I finger spell. Watch how deaf people speak finger spell. Most are really fast. So I will show you slowly. Okay. You ready? Watch. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And that's slow. So it needs to be fluid. Can you see? Yep. So that I would sign that quick for my name, Peter. See how fast that is? Peter, done, finished. Rachel, yeah. To sign different names. Right, Peter. So my sign name is Peter. My sign name is Rachel. Because I'm always going, yes, 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 agree, I agree. I never say, really, says no. So you will have a sign name. Think about a sign name for yourself. Maybe something for your hobbies, and see if you can practice your sign name. Yep. So you've got your alphabet. See if you can practice your name. Yep. No, don't fancy it. Do. Yes. Okay. Yes. Brilliant. Thumbs up for a yes. No, just a shake of the head. Okay. All right. Try and watch a little bit faster. A, B, C, D. G. Okay. Other way round. That's it. Well done. That's it. One on top. Yeah. So you're right on top of your left. That's it. Well done. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Well done. Give yourself a clap. So let me think. Do you know 5 vowels? Your 5 vowels? Yep. Brilliant. Well done. Is that Chloe? Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, Chloe. Can't see the name. Well done. If you can do that again. Perfect. That was beautiful. So A, E, I, O, and U. You have to move that left fingers to meet with the pointing one. Okay? A, E, I, O, U. So anybody? The last 3 vowels. Anybody? Can you give me the last 3 vowels? I, O, U. I, O, U. Yep, can see that. O, U. Any more? Any more? Georgia. Yep. I, O, U. Ah, nice. No, no. Anyone else? Someone else? I, O, U. Oh, why? You're very good. Good lip pattern as well. If anyone says I owe you, I will ask, you owe me. That's great. £10, please. It's normal. But you must keep on using your lip pattern when your finger spelling. For example, P-E-T-E-R. I wouldn't do that. It's better to say Peter along with your spelling. Or Peter and then spell your name. You don't have to use your lip pattern for that. Okay? It's not P-E-T-E-R. I wouldn't need to do that. Try and drop that voice for that name. Try and decide what's in the middle or what's at the end. For example, when I start P-E-T-E-R, me, in the middle, so the last one, P-E-T-E-R, me, Peter. either. You can start in the middle, or emphasis. It's talking about emphasis, where you would put the emphasis on your name. So, for example, if it was Danny, then you would start with the D as an emphasis, and the I would be the emphasis as well. Who's right-handed here? Who uses their right hand? Hands up, hands up, hands up. Yeah. No. No, you're left-handed, Danny. Yeah, left-handed. Okay. So that's my fault. I should have told you something. So sorry. So for your finger spelling, you use your left hand. Okay. So if you're not comfortable using your right in your book to put everything from your right hand onto your left, do it the other way round if you're left-handed. So your left hand becomes your paper and you point to your left hand if you're left-handed.
Oh, I was
because your
doing
left
that.
hand is your dominant hand.
I was doing that anyway. That I didn't
Perfect.
realise. Okay.
Oh, well done. Well done. Great, you understood it already. So that was my fault. I should have said something. I was
That's okay.
influencing you there.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Well done. So most important, if you use which hand, yeah, you're signing, you always use the hand that is your dominant one. So if you're right-handed, your right hand is your pen. If you're left-handed, your left hand is your pen. Okay. So most people can sign one-handed, deaf people sign one hand, but we learn two-handed sign. Okay? Okay. So finger spelling really is not always, you don't always need to use finger spelling. So every conversation, every word, no. Finger spelling is only when there's no sign for a particular word. Sometimes there just isn't a sign, so you would finger spell the letters in that word. So that's very common. For example, a company name. So if it was a company name or something, your company name, well, there wouldn't be a sign for that, so we'd need to finger spell it. For example, a company has a sign, for example, Asda. Asda. Anyone think what the sign for Asda would be? What do you know about their adverts or how they advertise? What they do
Would it be
for
would-
Asda?
Yeah, slapping yourself on the
Yeah.
bum.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite funny. Yeah, so you would do that. What about Sainsbury's? Anyone think about Sainsbury's? The sign for Sainsbury's is this, which is orange. It's orange, and Sainsbury's is orange. So you would sign that. So it can be really common sense. So deaf people will see something and then use that sign to match. So Tesco, what about Tesco? Anyone think Tesco could be?
Something like that.
Someone's saying money. Some deaf people have their own sign, it doesn't matter. But the sign is, you tap Tesco. So the syllables of it, you put tap T, Tesco. So it sounds like that lip pattern, Tesco. Some deaf people have told me that they would go Tesco because the lip pattern sounds like yes, no. So they use Tesco with the sign names yes and no. My sign name, the old way, is Tesco, which is 5 fingers down, because the shopping basket used to have 5 stripes on the shopping bag. So that's his old sign for Tesco. What about Morrison's? The sign for that, Morrison's. It's just Morrison's, as in the trolley. Old people used to bump into you with a trolley, and that's just something that they got. So Waitrose, this is Waitrose, so posh, Waitrose. Ooh, they've got bow ties on their staff, so posh. So they're the different shopping things. So that's how deaf people would sign their own way. It's quite interesting, isn't it? If you have a think about what you would do, where you would shop. So Aldi, did you say Aldi or Lidl? They're both from Germany. That's why she would say Aldi or Lidl. That's the sign for Germany. Lots of jargon words. You must use finger spelling for those jargon words. For example, technology. So the interpreter would have to explain, or the doctor. Oh, cardiology, sorry. Meaning they would need to rephrase. Just so you just talk about heart. So deaf people would know cardiology was heart. Mm-hmm. You will understand why, yeah. So I'm going to do some basic sign language for you. I want to teach you some basic signs, something simple, okay? So I'd like you to learn some. So it's important that everyday signs. Yep, so every day. That's easy. So this is every day. So it's just on the side of your face every day. So hearing people, of course, say hello. Hello, hello. Some of you, your facial expression is really good, and some of you are just like, no. Just start there. No, I can see you. I can see you. Welcome. Welcome. Well done. Please. So use your lip pattern to say please, and from your chin. 4 fingers, please. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Come. You need to use a lip pattern. So please, please do, please. Welcome. And say welcome. Welcome. It's important to show your facial expression. Part of your facial expression is your exercises here. So keep your face free from wrinkles. How are you? So it's just both sides of your body, up and to thumbs. How are you? How are you? It's like your health. How are you? Okay. I'm fine. Great. So you've got one hand there. Great. I'm good. All right. Facial expression. Or, no, I'm all right. Again, would depend. Thank you. Same as please. Lip patterns changed. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Please. Because you have to be careful. If you say you just do this, what does it mean? Which one? Please or thank you. So make sure you've got your lip pattern there as well. Thank you. Or please.
Rachel,
So if someone offers you a cup of tea, he's not watching me. No. Interrupt. You can't see me. Let's see if I can. You see me now? So try to show. To interrupt. We've got a question. Question, please. Please go ahead. I've got a question.
Yes, I was just going to
Someone would-
ask. I was just going to ask. My accent is obviously different from the majority of the group because I'm from Northern Ireland, and so would Peter use my my lip reading to understand that from talking with me?
So if they're different accents, for example, Northern Scotland accent, Ireland accent, Wales accent, British accent, foreign accent, all different, yep. Different type of lip pattern. So the different type of signing as well. So the signing is about what you say globally for the deaf. They've got different signs. They would use maybe 20% differently. For example, my number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now in Scotland, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc. So it can be different. So Ireland, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Yeah, all different.
Okay.
So that's how you know, because sometimes colour or weather, different things talk about home, they're different signs. So 80% is the same, yep. So you would recognise somebody's signing. But this is a sign for home. In Scotland or in Ireland, this is home.
Okay.
This is home or home.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's a different sign. So I would know that you have an accent.
Right.
So there's lots of different regional sign language as well. It's all different.
Okay.
Recently, it's like hello, welcome, how are you, etc. Good morning. So thumbs up, good morning, both sides of your body. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Don't forget to say
Good
it.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Don't forget to say it. Well
Good
done.
morning.
That's better. That's better. Brilliant. Well done. So your lip pattern. Morning. Morning. And I wouldn't do the good. Yeah. I just do it nice and short. Good afternoon. Just want to go back to good morning. So why is it good morning? So you're using the M that you've got for morning. Good morning. Why is it afternoon? So that's good afternoon, 2 fingers, and it's because of the N for afternoon. So good afternoon. So you've got good morning with the M and good afternoon, N, afternoon. You see what it's got different signs. Good evening. So good evening. So this is towards your eyes. Good evening. Because of your eyes, yeah. Good evening. It's getting dark. So good night. You're actually pulling your eyes to sleep. So good night. Some regional sign language will say good morning, like a wake of day, afternoon for the middle of the day, and good evening to close the day. That would be regional signs. Really, that's more mine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sometimes good night or good night. There's different ways of signing. So it just depends on you, how you feel, what you would like to choose. It's your choice. It's your preference. When you say you meet with a person, you say good morning, how are you? Or welcome. Me, I just go, yeah, fine, thank you. Good evening or goodbye. Oh, bye-bye. It's your choice. That's normal. Don't need to explain that one, I don't think. So sign please are nice. So you're using that good hand to just go under your chin for a smile. It's nice to meet two people, meet you, and then point at them. So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Try and use your fingers, that classifying hand shape I told you about. These are people. That's you, and that's the other person, and you're getting together. That's it. So nice to meet you. And you would point at someone. That's it. Is that Georgie? Yeah, just point at them. That's it. You, that's it. So finger pointing, I know for hearing people, you don't like pointing. Not a thing to be done. But for deaf, yes. Really is, pointing is needed, for example. So it's so important to know who I am, who you are, where you're going. Yeah. Don't be shy about pointing, okay? Sorry. Sorry. Or sorry. Yeah, sorry. You have different contexts. Sorry or sorry. There are different contexts. So if you don't know something or you're not sure, please sign it again. This is again. So two fingers shook up and down again. This is again. So if you're not quite sure on something, you would ask somebody again to tuck that thumb under, just your two fingers up and down again, again, again. That's it. So, well done. No one gets shot here. Well done. If you understand, again, please. So again, please. Sorry, again, please. Yeah, you've got a sentence there. Sorry, again, please. Well done. Perfect. Some of you are smiling. Sorry, again, please. No, I want that frown. Sorry, again, please. Just to show on your face that you didn't understand. Sorry, again, please. Some it's part of your lip pattern. Try not to smile while you're signing. Why? Because deaf people find it difficult to get through the sign if you're busy smiling. Hello, 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 how are you? All big smiles. The deaf person's like, what? So I need to see if you've got a closed face, if you're frowning, if you're not sure, etc. I need to see that closed face. Sorry. All right, you happy with that? Yeah, perfect. No, you're not happy? Yeah, you're happy. Good, good, good. Double thumbs, well done. That's better. Why double thumb? To make sure you all understand me. Yep. Perfect.
Rachel, could I just ask, as a left-hand person, would I use my left hand for all those signs rather than my right?
Yes, you do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because your left hand is your pen, your right hand is your paper.
Okay.
Well done. I understand that left-handed could be difficult for you. It's rarely a left-handed person like you. You just use your opposite, okay? So you just mirror what I'm doing. All right. So it should be easy for you to understand how to use that mirror. Yeah. When the conversation's finished, bye-bye. See your eyes. See you again. See you again. Anyone got that? See you again. So from the side, which is leading the ear, see you again. Not with your eyes, though. You don't need to do that. But that could be, yeah, stalking. See you again. Yeah. See you later. Later. So why would you go later? So think about your timeline, because you as your body becomes a timeline. So it's important to think whatever's in front of you is the future, whatever's behind you is the past, and whatever's next to you is the present. So this is tomorrow, it's only happened a little way, or yesterday. So when you're teaching sign, there's lots of different things that you need to learn, but I can't give it to you everything today, but I hope you can understand that your body is that timeline. So anything in front of you is your future, anything behind you is your past. So this is recently or a long time ago. Yeah. For example, I went off to Scotland. Why this? Scotland. Why? Anyone? Scotland. Why would that be Scotland? Why?
Bagpipes, maybe? Bagpipes?
Bagpipes. Yeah, well done. Bagpipes, yes. Wales. Anyone know why that would be Wales? Any idea?
The dragon. The
Okay.
dragon.
No.
Is it the rain?
That's the dragon. The three claws. Dragon. The dragon. Well done. Ireland. Anyone know why this is Ireland? Anyone? Why? For the shamrock. The little shamrock on your top is there. Shamrock. Ireland. For the shamrock. There's different signs. So Ireland. Ireland as well. Yeah. Ireland. Why? In the north, Ireland. In the south area, they would say Ireland. So the differences. So for example, this is London. Why do you think that's London? Anyone?
Noisy.
It's loud.
Yeah.
Noisy. Well done. Noisy, yeah. So London, 'cause it's noisy. So it's different area signs. Well done. So you can get the sign and you get the context. So it's very visual. You can understand why deaf people use sign, because it's easy to identify something. All right. Want to do your hello again? Welcome. Welcome. How are you? How are you? How are you? Morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Afternoon. Good evening. Or good evening. This depends. Or good night. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. That's it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So you can change it to be nice to meet you and then all. So you would just be pointing at everybody. So nice to meet you all. Not just you and you and you and you. It's nice to meet you all. So see you again. See you again. Yeah, see you again. Christine, yeah. Left hand, right hand, yeah. You say Christine?
No, it's Christina. But I think I'm just getting confused by the mirror of the camera. So it should be this hand.
I see. Okay, no worries. You're doing both. Why not? Just it doesn't matter. You can use your own things. So I wrote in both ways, right hand or left hand, and it doesn't matter. See you later. So see you later. See you all later. Bye. No, we're not finished yet. No, hold on. Wait, I'm only saying how to say goodbye. I'll just teach you some more basic sign. So you know 4 seasons? You know the 4 seasons? Yes, no, yes. Okay, yeah. Come on, yeah, come on, yes, no, yes, no. So what's the first season sign? What's the first season? What do you think? Oh, that was a good one. It's a good one. It's impressive. So it's sign spring, okay, but it's actually spring. So it's something that's developing and growing, coming out from where it's been hiding. It's spring. Is it? Well done for that guessing. Any more? Can someone else guess the season? No? Anyone? Oh, there we go. What about summer? Oh yeah, you got that right. Yeah, so summer. This is really good. Summer. Bit pattern summer. Or summer. Because you're sweating. Summer. Whew. Really hot. Summer. Any others? I think Diana. Danny, sorry. Danny, sign.
Yeah.
On to winter.
Yeah.
Why would you do that sign? Why winter?
Because it's cold or snowing.
Cold. Okay. Winter.
Okay.
Draw your arms into it. It's a bit bracing, a bit cold.
Winter.
That's winter. That's linking with the word. Cold. Winter. That's it. Well done. And the last one. Autumn. Anyone got an idea for autumn? Autumn. Autumn, anyone? This is autumn. So just gently the leaves falling from the trees. Oh, very gently sing song autumn. This is visual. Summer, winter, autumn, spring development. So summer, winter, autumn, spring. Well done. What's next now? What is? What season? Autumn. Now. Now. So the sign is now. So it's right next to your body. This is now. This is today. What's happening now? So it's right next to your body. So you think about that timeline of your body, it's now. So you keep your hand right in close to you, it's now. Christmas. Why do you think it's Christmas? That's Christmas. Christmas.
Santa's beard.
What season is it? For? I didn't hear you, sorry.
Santa's beard.
Christmas, yeah, Christmas, because of Father Christmas, yeah. Some say Christmas, as in the bag he's carrying over his shoulder, and some say, but most people say Christmas. Christmas. I'm going to quickly go through colour. So this is colour. You've got your 2C hand shapes. It's nice and easy. I will explain the colour and why we use that colour sign. For example, red. This is red from your lip. Red. So why would we use that? Why?
Because your lips are red.
Anyone? Well done. Yeah, because of lipstick and red lips. Very nice, Peter. Black. Put your hand on your face, black. Black. It's just black. It doesn't really have anything about dark night, and that's just black. Blue. On the back of your hand, blue. Why do you think it's blue? Why? Blue.
A bruise, if you
Well
bruise.
done. Yeah, she knows. Well done. It's the veins on your hands. So you've got blue veins on the back of your hands, and that's representing there. Pink or pink on your nose. Why pink? It's regarding skin, but yeah, pink. Brown on your arm, or brown from your elbow up. Yeah. Why under there? The other side is green. So you can understand green on top, brown underneath. So it's the earth, and that's the green grass on top. Brown underneath, green on top. Grass and earth. We can hit green and brown, yeah. So that's what I would sign, Peter, and then brown. Watch my expression. White. White. Oof, it's really white. Wow. Why white? Because white's really dazzling. That's really white. Oof. Gold. So there's your G, and then you would look at the shininess of it. So that's the G hand shape. Gold. Gold. This is your silver hand shape. So yes, your S. So you go silver, and then the shine of it. Silver. Gold. Silver. So my sign, purple. So it's red and blue, but you would say purple. Purple. Yeah, purple, red and blue. Some deaf people get the P and just ping that and say purple. Doesn't matter. It's your choice. Orange. Remember Sainsbury's? Orange. Yeah. Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's, yeah. Cream. Cream. That's your C handshake. Cream. Yeah, do you think it's easy? So BSL, you're learning some BSL there. Now finished, but you're not finished because I just want you to tell you some of the things and some of the signs that you've been learning, you've been understanding. Why and how and what and when and who. You have to remember your facial expression. So WHO is the question. Like I said before, an object first, a word. So question is last. For example, name what? Or name what? Not what is your name. It will just be a facial expression. What? What? When? How? How? Who? Think about the facial expression. Who? Who? Yeah, very good. Well done. Who? Where? Where? Which? That one or that one? Which? That one or that one? Which? There you go. Between the two. Some very good handshakes, everyone. Well done. Very good. Claps for you all. Well done. That's good handshake. So you know how to use your handshakes. When? When? Which? Where? Who? What? You can see why it's different. So your hearing voice will have different levels. For example, your voice is whisper, so it's very low, or you get medium or high, or very high. Hearing people voice is different from deaf. So hearing people will have a straight face and their voice will be low, medium, or high, or very high. Just its voice. Deaf people know. So how do deaf people know you're angry, or how do they know? Because your voice seems normal, or you're shouting, I can't hear you. So deaf people will have different ways of using facial expressions. For example, my normal expression, what? What? This is the normal one. Oh, what? You know, so your voice has changed. Oh, what? Something that's like terrible has happened. It's like, ah, what has happened? And you use your facial expression and the way that you sign to show that. Oh, I no problem. Oh, all right, to stop. So you would use that. When? Question mark, or when is that happening? When? So you would use your body language and your facial expression to show the pitch of your voice in signs. Yeah. You know what that expression is for. Don't think that, you know, you're angry. You're not. Your expression is showing the pitch of your voice. And that's how your expression gets more and more. If you don't understand, what? Hey? I don't actually need to sign anything more. It's like, you would just use your facial expression to show. Yeah. So you don't actually need any words for any of that expression. So we're going to move on for questions, okay? So you're learning today what? Show me what you're learning today. Because you're learning from me today up till today, this morning. You've learned some things from me. So show me what you've learned. What have you learned today? Can you show me some of your signs you've learned? See you again. Autumn. Sorry. Winter. Well done. You've learned some signs. I'm talking about what you've learned. For example, you've learned different types of deafness. cochlear implants. Yeah, do you understand that? Yeah, cool. Thumbs up, please. And you've learned how to communicate with deaf person. Yep. Perfect. So you can understand that. Great. Sometimes you need to just absorb the information. It's important when you meet a deaf person or people. So how do you get a deaf person's attention? You haven't learnt that yet. So I'm going to quickly just give you a brief explanation, for example. So hearing people shout. Yep. Yep, shout someone's name or what? A deaf people, they can't. So they will turn lights on and off to get someone's attention if they were in another part of a room. Would you throw paper? Or no, you could actually use to stamp on the floor, and the vibration would help someone to understand that there's someone needing their attention. That is deaf culture because they can't hear. So turning lights on and off, banging on the floor and tapping on the body is perfectly acceptable. Or if someone's reading, someone would wave under their nose, literally get in front of their eyes and just wave their hand under what they're on top of what they're reading, so you can get someone's attention. That's perfectly acceptable. That's how deaf people get attention. Okay, so when there's a deaf club and there's lots of people attending, how do you get attention of a lot of people? It's normal to turn the lights on and off all the time, just quick, boom, and everyone can turn to the front, or everyone can turn to whoever's doing something with their lights. So a hearing wedding, glass, ding, 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 ding. Yep, and you would get the attention of someone. So that's the difference. We can't do that, so we reduce the lights. So you've learned how to use lip pattern. You understand me? Yep, thumbs up. Perfect. Yep. You've learned some finger spelling. You understand? Perfect. Some have learned greetings. Yeah, hello and welcome. You understand how to say hello, how are you, welcome, brilliant. Not sure, I'm all right. Yeah, that's cool. Understand some words. So English structure and the BSL structure is different. So the wording is different. So you've done that. For example, what is your name? No, we wouldn't do that. It's far too long. So we don't. We're going to name what? That's it. Finished. Quick. Yeah. So you understand how the structure of BSL is different. So there's a different kind of structure for BSL. Classifiers, your lip patterns, and modification. They're called non-manual features. So for example, if today was raining, yeah, so it's raining today, or falling down, that's raining or really raining. Is it sunny or really hot today? Yeah, so that's how you would use that multi-channel sign. So there is a lot of complication for that, but as you learn and you understand how deaf people use those multi-channel signs, it's good to learn. So you understand colours, easy colours, yeah. Yeah, cool. It's easy to learn and remember to use the colour orange, red, blue, green, brown. Yep, it's quite easy. You can look into Google and sign Google colours, and that'll give you the signs. Please and thank you. Remember, regional as well. So there's different regions, so just be careful what you're learning. Mine are different from somewhere in Scotland. Why? Because the school's a different sign. That's why they have regional signs. More important, try to use basic sign language together with deaf people, please. Yeah, so British Sign Language, just use your basics, see what you've learned. How do you basically sign with someone and be good? Thank you. Are you happy? Everyone's happy? Happy? Good? No? Good? No? Yeah. Yay, clapping. Excellent.
Peter,
fantastic.
Heidi,
Fantastic.
Rachel.
I feel really good.
How do
It's
you
nice
say,
to be communicating with you.
how do you say, can you sign again, or if you don't catch something?
It's really conversation. If you miss something, try to interrupt. Don't wait till they finish talking. So if you miss something, we don't want you to wait. Ask me before, interrupt me, stop me. You must interrupt me or stop me if you don't understand what I've said. That's the deaf culture. So if you've missed something, it's gone over your head, you don't understand, stop me straight away. Because a lot of deaf people always say, you know, again, please, again. So again, clear, be clear, clarify it again. So just stop and interrupt. And then move on. Don't wait to the end. Okay, that's a cultural thing and that's expected.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah. So an interpreter would interrupt as well. So if I've missed something when he's talking, I would interrupt, stop, go back, rewind. I need that again. Perfect. Any other questions from people? Any? Does someone want something signed? Anything? Something that you know? Any food? Anything you'd like to know the sign for? Anything I'm missing? Ask me a question.
If you were
something favourite.
If you were asking, because the signs are the same, if you were asking for an orange from Sainsbury's, would you just have to be really clear with your your lip movement?
Frozen a bit there. We haven't learned drinks and things like that. So, for example, this is fruit. It's fruit, so orange.
Okay.
Apple. Banana. So you're actually miming it, or banana. So it's your hand shape, and then your lip pattern would back that up. So a pineapple. I always get that wrong. Pineapple. Sandwich. Teas. The tea is very posh.
Oh, yeah.
Tea. Teas. You say why tea? Because it's posh. Tea. And this coffee. So you just C. So that's coffee. Sugar. So why sugar? Anyone know why that sugar? Oh, from a long time ago, sugar was from the ships. So from world ships, they would bring back heavy sacks full of sugar cane. It would be seriously hot. You'd be sweating, and the dust would stick to your face from the sugar cane, and then your face would become sticky. So that was sugar. That was how sugar was born. One biscuit. So this is biscuit from your elbow. This is biscuit. Why? A long time ago. So the ships. So in the old time ships, they would make biscuits, and they would become stale after months. So really hard. So little bugs and things. So the little bugs and things would get into the biscuits and things. So in my time, me and Rachel have done a bit of research learning from teachers, but I thought it was from the war time when you'd use your elbow on very, very hard biscuits and they would bash and then break it up and dish it out. So there's different ways, but I know it as the bugs from stale biscuits on ships. You would use your elbows, tap all the bugs out before you would then eat the biscuit. Yeah, that was my face too, Danny. And this is now the time for sugar. So just as you had it on a, you know, for cereal, so sugar, or in your tea, 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugars. So tea or coffee, milk, Yeah, cream. What's this one? Who knows what that is? Beer.
Yeah.
Go to the pub and have a beer. So the pub. So it's working instead of a beer. G&T.
G&T.
Later. G&T. It's easy to sign for people. We've got a few minutes left, yeah? Is that right? Are you happy? Do you have any more questions? A few minutes left, it just popped up. Any other questions? Any questions? No? Any favourite foods that you would like to know the sign for? Yeah, the chap's beard. Sign beard. No, anyone else? No?
What about wine, Peter?
Wine. Wine.
Wine.
Wine. Wine. Yeah. Because of the W. This is
Right.
like wine. So it's a W. Wine.
Okay. Wine.
Going forward is water.
Water. Okay.
This is water. Water.
Water.
Or water. That's water. And that's wine.
Wine.
We don't want to make that
Water.
mistake, do we, Danny?
No. No. Yeah.
Be
I'm
fun
sure
at
my true
communion.
colours. Yeah.
My teaching's enough today. I want to teach you more. I'd love to teach you all lots of different things today. That would be good.
Peter and Rachel, thank you so much. Thank you. That was just amazing.
Thank you.
So interesting, and that flew by. So thank you both hugely. Thanks everybody else for joining as well. It's been recorded, so we'll share it with the rest of the company.
So if you want to learn some more BSL, try to go online. Go to Google, yeah, and they
Yeah.
have lots of classes online that are free.
Okay, we will.
Perfect. And then you'll be confident and, you know, to sign to people.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks,
See you
everybody.
again.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
See you
Thank
again.
you.
See you again.